once they bring you into the test center, you already know, you're gonna set up your station. I always sanitize my hand first when I put all my stuff up there and put it in place. Once I've done all that and got everything taken out of my stuff, then I will sanitize my hand again before I start touching anything else. Then I'll grab my whoopee.
So you sanitize your hand before you grab your whoopee?
Yes, sir. Tuck it in there. You and your mom should have a communication before you even go to your test center, so this way if I'm tapping or whatever signal I give him, he understands or she understands to help you out.
You can hold the cape?
What's wrong is if you're taking the cape and you're doing that you will get checked off. So remember that. You come to the front, ladies and gentlemen.
So you have him hold the cape?
Take that, flip it over. Once I've done that, I will sanitize my hand again. Come over to my implement, my clippers, grab my clippers, spray it down, brush it down. You can use a toothbrush, or have one of these brushes, it don't make a difference, brush it down. Make sure you have a taper comb. You cannot use an all-purpose comb at the state board or any other comb at the state board. It has to be one of these combs here at all time. Once I've done everything else, if I'm even getting nervous or any situation, I forgot something quickly, I'll sanitize my hand again. I will pump my seat all the way up, because anything from the parietal down, I don't want the seat to be all the way down where I'm bending over and hurting my back down. Get the client all the way up there till it's jacked up, until it's jacked all the way up. Lock it in for safety precaution. Yes, sir.
When you put your clippers, can you put your clippers in the holes, or that will be?
Yes, you can put it in the hole.
station?
You can put it in the hole, because some stations, Malden or Framingham, they have that, so you can sit it
That
in
won't be
there.
counted as putting it in the counter station?
As long as you don't sit it on the station itself. So ladies and gentlemen, if I had it like that, you would be Dr. Point, because you gotta avoid putting implements on the counters. Come right back here to the nape area, create my line, come across, being closed, ladies and gentlemen, make sure it's nice and closed. Create my line. Once I created the line, I will fully open it. About as thick as this comb is on this side of the comb, that's about how much you wanna take off.
Then you
About
bl-
1.25 inches, 1.5 inches.
Then you blend it in with the scissors afterwards, right?
While I got my clippers out, with this already taking my next layer out, with it being open, this is where I'll go back and forth with my clipper, blending down in this area. Because once you put the clippers down, you cannot pick it back up again. So make sure you do all your blending before you put it down. Yes, honey?
If you like are picking up the clippers for like the first time and then you remember that you need to take your comb out of the barbicide, will you get docked if you put the clippers back down?
No.
Okay.
No. So once I created my nice blend, and I like it, I'll bring it back, spray it down, take my brush it down, get all the hair particles off there, put my clipper down, grab my shears, sanitize it. Even though I already sanitized it when I set it up, I'll do it again. Now with the small side first, you wanna try to take out your line that you created, working up, pulling out to a 45.
Doesn't matter if you use a toothbrush to wipe it out, does it?
Nope, don't matter if you use a toothbrush to wipe off the clipper, the hairs off the clipper. Once I've done that, yes, I'm gonna end up creating another line. Then I'm gonna turn around, use the bigger side of the comb, gradually moving all the way up to the occipital bone. And I will not leave this area until I got something decent. Remember, it's all about procedures, so I'm not gonna kill you as a student. Once I've done that, move to the side. Now if you're left-handed, what I'm doing on the right side is the same thing on your left side. Now, moving up to the parietal, All I'm doing is the top of my teeth is touching the top of the parietal. I'm not bringing it all the way up where the bottom of the comb is bypass the parietal. Just the top of your teeth is stopping at the parietal area. Working up to the top. Then I'm gonna blend only to the middle. I'm gonna stop right about there. Into my other side, my left-hand side. Doing the same thing. Working up to the parietal. Once I complete that, keep all the way going, all the way to the middle again. Once I complete that, all the set, now I'll bring them down. Now that I have them down, work around the ears, coming down, freehand, and then if I want to go back the other way, it's not wrong. While I'm here, get his eyebrows, set a barrier. Make sure you be careful while you're working inside the ears. You're not trying to punch anything or damage anything. Now, what I did on my right side is the same as for the left-handers, it's the same as your left side. Now on my opposite side, it's going to be a backhand. Just like you're shaving, freehand all the way around, all the way backhand to the back. Then you can come back the other way if you want to clean it up. While I'm here, get the eyebrows, set a barrier, trim the ears. If they don't have no hair in their ears, don't be afraid to still at least mark it so the evaluator sees it. Then start working up the top, starting down the middle first. Make sure you do not move that finger till that comb comes right back and touches it. Once I've completed that, move over a quarter, doing the same thing. Move over a quarter. Me personally, I do it about 4 times because I want to make sure I get my blend in. Then I'll work the parietal. Come all the way down around the parietal, stopping at the middle. That's just me. It's not wrong if you continue and you go all the way through to the other side. It's not wrong. So I'll stop in the middle, work to the front, and start working my way back from this side of the parietal all the way to the center of the scalp. The reason why I do that, you gotta remember my palm's thicker than my fingers, so that's why I wanna make sure the hair balances out even. Understood?
Mm.
All right. Once I do that, I'm gonna comb out the hair, try to get all the loose hairs off. Once I've done that, take my spray it down, infect it. You got a little loose particles, don't be afraid, you can brush it down. Put my shears down. Make sure if you have two brushes, make sure you label one of them that's gonna say neck, and the other one's gonna say cape. Yeah, you're gonna have to put the powder on. Yes, you have to put the powder on twice. You cannot just grab your neck duster and just brush them off. You need to have the powder on. Brush them down. Come over to my cape brush. Now I'm gonna protect his neck as I brush the cape off, getting all the loose hairs off.
I have a question, something.
Go ahead, I'm
You know
listening.
how sometimes hair falls on the face?
Yeah.
Can you like brush that off?
Oh yeah, you wanna brush the face off.
No, Lily, you can't do that.
Once I've done that,
Well, I mean, it's the neck.
take my cape off loosely
It's easy.
while I'm here. It's a little difficult sometimes taking these apart. Sometimes they come apart easy, sometimes they don't.
You rip a little piece.
Exactly. That's my next story I was gonna tell you.
Oh, sorry.
Take them apart. Now I want you to understand, please, do not take these and put them in your pockets. Now it's contaminated, so if you use it, you will be checked off using something that's contaminated. While I'm up, take it from the bottom to the top.
You can
Cup
put it
it up.
on the counter?
Yeah.
Coming back, shake it off
Then you have
slowly.
to hold it.
Walk back to the front. Make sure the cape does not touch the neck.
You can grab the cape like that, Santi, like you did from the bottom to the
Yeah,
top.
that's what you want to do, sir. Make sure now you don't have the cape touching the neck at all, so ask your model to wear a shirt that's up to here about, so it helps you out. Get some clips. Sanitize my clip, spraying it. Superman cape on. Doesn't matter if he has more than one shirt on, all you gotta do is clip it to one. You don't have to clip it to 10 of them.
Santi, can you spray your clips, put them back, and then grab your whoopee?
Whatever it takes, sometimes you gotta do, you wash your hands more than one time, whatever it takes. When you start forgetting things, you wanna stop and sanitize or spray whatever you wanna clean up, just to remember what you wanna do again for the next step. Once I've done that, take my other whoopee part, the long way, fold it in half, fold it in half again. I'm putting the ruffle edge in, it just looks much cleaner. Is it wrong if you put it the other way? No, it's not. Just looks more professional doing it this way, ladies and gents. Once I've done that, I've completed my whole setup for the outline shave. I will sanitize my hand again. Then grabbing my shaving cream in my right hand, pouring the shaving cream in my right hand, using just my thumb in one hand. I see a lot of people that use two hands. You gotta understand once you got two shaving cream in both hands, how you gonna turn that sink on. Yes, sir.
Every time you touch the cape, you need to wash your hands, right?
Pretty much, yes. Now, shaving cream all around the whole head. Neck isn't optional, so if you choose, you want to, you got a hairy neck, remove it. You know what I'm saying? So it's an optional, but if it's like Jose's, I would not even bother. Work the other side with the shaving cream. Go over, wash my hands. Remember, shaving cream's not a sanitizer, so then I'll come back after I wash it and dry it, sanitize my hand again. Grab my straight edge. Remember, you cannot have it preloaded when you go to the test center. You have to break the razor in front of the evaluator and put it inside the straight edge. Make sure you close it when you move to your side, right side. Now, people, if you're left-handed, what I'm doing on the right side, that's what you do on the left side. On the right side, start with a free hand. Wipe. Free hand around the ear. Wipe. Then come straight down. It's all free hand on one side. Close the blade.
Now, when you're wiping from there, do you have to close the blade just to wipe or no?
No. Then I move to my left side. My left-hand people, what I'm doing on my left side, you're doing on your right side. I'm doing a backhand. Wiping. Freehand all the way around the ear. Using the back heel as well. Stopping at, a lot of you all know you got this nice little ball back here. You want to stop there, turn it around, doing a backhand. Reverse backhand, we call it. Then wipe. First thing to go is your lather paper into the trash barrel. You will have a trash barrel and a bag for your towels. When you go to the test center, you need to tie them to the chairs. You cannot tape them to the stations or the walls. Once I complete that, the second thing to go is my blade.
Trash bag?
You need one side of trash and one side for towels. Both of them need to be labeled. One needs to be labeled trash, one needs to be labeled towel, dirty linen towels.
You gotta put them to your chest.
Yes, tied to the chairs. Next thing to go is the razor blade. If you want to, it's optional. You can still use it, that same blade, to shave them after the fact. It's not wrong. I will take my then I'll spray it, sanitize it, close it up. If you do that, it's wrong. So make sure we place it inside on something away from everything else.
Or the
please.
barber side, right?
Or you can put it in the barber side, but it has to be sanitized. So if you spray it, you can put it in the drawer. If you don't want to spray it, then you can sit it in the barber side. Yes.
So when we get to like the point of like the 14th stroke and say the blade starts pulling and we want to change the blade, can we stop
Yes,
the
you may.
shave and just
Yes,
change
you
the
may.
blade?
Yes, you may.
Is it true that the barber side dulls the blade?
After so long, it does everything, you know what I'm saying? I used to do that to shop, put all my clips in there. Back then, we had the ones with the little metal on the blue clip. One day, I just took it, went to put it on, thing went flying,
Damn.
because it sat there for a long time. Once I completed that, come over here, grab some aftershave, put my aftershave on, and nice little cup, rub it in your hand, and then you wanna rub it in the areas that you shaved. Grab the edge of your whippies, start wiping. Once you finish that, come over, grab your bottle of water, mix them down. Starting at the nape area, working my way up, making sure that that eyebrow's moving. Making sure your fingertips are rotating as well. You know, it doesn't matter if you go this way, as long as your finger is moving. And you're massaging them. Where I started is where I'm gonna stop. Once I've done that, come over and grab my comb. Press it down. Do not tap it on the sink. Just lift it in the air.
You
Shake
could tap
right
it on
there
your
like
finger
that.
though, right?
Excuse me?
You could tap it on your finger.
Yeah, yeah. Just can't tap it on the sides of the sink, so touch the sink.
If you accidentally hit the sink though, could you just spray with the clipper side?
Yes, sir. Combing his hair to desire. Getting the rest of the loose particles out of his hair.
So if you hit it on the sink by accident and you spray with the clipper side, they won't dog you?
No, they won't dock you. Come over, grab my brushes again. My neck duster first. Putting the powder on. And then brushing them down again.
Cape Redhead?
Excuse me?
Cape Redhead?
Yep. Gotta do them both.
With the same duster?
I got the neck. Working the neck. Whoa. I was working the neck.
That's what I saw. I saw him working the neck.
Yeah. You got that professional skill in one hand, you know what I'm saying?
You wanna take
You
out the movie.
know what I'm saying? Once I've completed that,
Yo,
I'll take this cape off. Now I gotta understand, when you're taking this whoopee off, you throw it away, cause you're going right into the shave, you're not stopping. Even when you're at the test center, you're not stopping. So I'm gonna remove that, put it in the trash barrel, spray my clips down again. You know what? Either way, it's not wrong. Either way, it's not wrong. Now, if you come to the test center and you don't, if you only got a piece of paper this small, no, it's not wrong that you put a piece of, take the paper, lay it like that and tape it. No, it's not wrong.
They allow us to pre-wrap it and tape it?
Yes, you may. Now, depending on where you go, in Malden, the sinks are right behind you guys, so it's not like, it's that difficult when you lean the seat back, all you gotta tilt is a little bit. Framingham's a little different, it's you have to tilt them back and point them towards your right side when you're behind your client, yeah, it's the right side. Now I got my head covered. Rest of the cover.
Cover it rested.
Sand sanitizer?
Now I'll come over here, put the butterfly on. All you gotta do is grab each two different sides of the corner to create your butterfly. Tuck it in,
I was just thinking that in my head, swear to God.
clip it on.
You just sanitize the clips in between
Yes.
taking them off, so what we and putting on the butterflies.
You can put them in the barber side, but you're gonna be fighting taking them out, so it's best.
No, I'm
to
saying
sit.
you have to sanitize them like with the spray in between, yeah.
Yeah. Once you got that going on, next thing I'll put is your lab paper on there. Try to use a long piece, don't use a nice little short one where I see some of you guys testing, next thing you're fighting with it and getting shaving cream all over the place.
It just gives you the in general.
Yeah.
Now, is it wrong tucking it underneath
Nope.
or tucking above?
Underneath, right?
No,
Oh, you
either
can
way,
do it
it's
on
not
top too?
wrong.
Oh, okay.
You can do it either way. You can tuck it up here, or you can bring it under here. It just looks much cleaner and just more professional.
Switching up on you.
Ball it up too, 'cause you wanna be able to have it all wrinkled out so the blade can.
I have a question. Let's
Go ahead,
say
I'm
that
listening.
when you're wiping, right, and you get some shaving cream on your towel, like,
No, you can't get docked for that.
No?
No. Now, same thing, make sure you have that seat all the way up, you don't wanna be bending over and hurting your back. You're in this industry for a long time, so make sure it's all the way up. Make sure you lock it in. Now that I did all that, got them all set up, come over. Now I'm gonna sanitize my hands.
And I get a different towel.
Then start with a hot towel first.
She was asking like, you get the shave cream on the towel, but then you still use the towel for powder. You can't use it.
No.
You would have to change it. You
Me
can wait till
personally,
the
let me
end.
let you know, one thing I say is at the end, just if you got an extra towel, use a nice clean towel. That's why we say always bring extra.
More, better, less is
Yo, man.
better.
I would think that they would make it a fresh one anyways, because it's made.
Alright, make sure that you and your model has a communication going on, so when you do get to the shave, they know that your steps, so they're moving in that position, so this way you're ready to go. And he understands once I tap the towel on his forehead, he'll nod yes or no for me, so I'll know that if it's too hot or too cold or whatever the situation could be. Tap it on his forehead, he didn't say nothing, so I'll throw it on. Watch how I'm putting these towels on, because some of you guys take your towels and all you're doing in testing is going like this.
Yeah,
That's wrong.
I don't do that.
Get it over there, cover that face, all the way underneath that chin.
That's
Give him some breathing too, underneath his nose too, so
Bigger
pull
towel
it back
for action.
and press down. Let that steam get into the face,
Covers nose so you can't breathe.
soften up the hair. I do it about 30 seconds to about a minute.
I think it makes a big difference when you use a hot towel. Then, like, if you just put shaving cream on and do a shave, like,
Oh,
from
yeah.
just me doing clients, like, I feel like the hair comes off a lot easier.
It does.
With a hot towel.
It does.
Nice
You're
smooth.
right.
Once you go take the towel off, circle motions, rotaries, whatever they call it, but make sure you're doing a circle of motions
Get up and
underneath the chin. Yeah, don't be scarred.
All the
Skirt.
time. All the
Now
time.
with the same towel, you can fold it up,
And
as long as you're using a clean surface, it's not wrong, okay? Okay. Let's put this over here.
come on, muscles.
Dots.
Doc for
The first time, you don't have to put so much shaving cream on your hand,
Cause you're gonna wipe it off.
yes. Right on the chin, with one hand, circle of motion. Reason why I'm only using one hand, because I need the other hand to turn the sink on. I watch a lot of you people in here trying to use two hands and then
Use the elbow.
still using your hands to turn the sink on.
Oh, to turn
Throw
the
them
sink.
both.
Oh, I can't do that.
Yeah, Lily does that.
Yeah, with my elbows.
What?
Rub the shaving cream on your elbow.
Get over here.
Like that guy from Scary Movie.
Come here so I can rub your face.
Got another towel? Usually don't be carried away, everybody, please.
How many towels do you need in total?
Total 8 towels, but you can bring extra just in case. Always bring extra, you never know what can happen.
I'll bring like 20. You never know.
I drop stuff a lot.
Me too.
Just so you know it.
Tap the head, see if it's hot. No word. Moving on. Make sure you're getting it underneath the chin,
I think
everything.
something suffocated him.
Make sure that you pull it away from the nose, it's still on the lip, but then start pressing down, letting that steam get inside and soften up the hairs and open up them pores. About a minute, about 30 seconds to a minute, and then you can remove it. Start with circular motions again. Fold it in half using a clean surface. It's not wrong. Close it in half using a clean surface area. Again. Now I'm gonna put a little bit extra. This is when I'm doing my first five. I will put shaving cream all over. But by the time I get to my 7, 8, 9, 10, that shaving cream might be dried up. So that's why you leave a little extra there on the chin. Wash your hands. Sanitize it. Make sure if you take your blade out, your razor out, after the outlast shave, that you put the other one in right in front of the value so he sees, he knows you understand. If you're left-handed, what I'm gonna do on my right side is the same thing on your left side. So with number one is a free hand. Can you cheat a little? Yes, you can bypass the bottom of your ear. Right up that chin. Come over and wipe. I always start low, so once I get to the top, all my mess, then I can fold it in half. Number two, now is it wrong if I keep going back to my number one? No, it's not. You can do it a billion times, it won't be wrong.
After you go to the next
Number,
stroke?
yes.
Oh, so
So I can sit here and do 3, 4 times until it's clean. Yes, it's not wrong.
No, but I mean, like, once
Yeah.
you do stroke 1, and you can do it 3 or 4 times, like you said, but once you go to stroke 2, are you allowed to go back and work on the first
No,
one? That's
no,
it,
that's
okay.
it.
You can't go back, you can only go
One.
forward.
Then number two is a backhand.
Okay.
The first one is gonna go to the corner of the lip. As you can see, I'm wiping like I'm putting butter on the toast.
I know what
I,
kind of
This
I
is-
cut myself.
Yeah, this is wrong, if you're taking your blade and going like this, or, I see this a lot, people just going, that's unsafe, you're handling the razor unsafely.
on somebody else's
So
body.
make sure you get that hand under there and wipe like butter.
I got carried away and cut myself
That's
bad.
good, but
Handling a razor unsafely.
Then I'm moving on to number three, where my thumb is on the cheekbone, my fingers on the nose, and both of them are stretching up. On number three, you can cheat over a little bit with the back heel into number 6, then moving into cleaning out the whole number 3. Once I completed that, come over and wipe. Number 4 is under the jawbones. Get your thumb on that cheekbone and stretch as much as you can so all that hair that's below here can rise above the cheekbone so it's easy for you to shave.
So what if you get like, say you just got like almost just the whipped cream, shaving cream on your finger like that? Can you just wipe it off, like on the
Yep.
that? Okay.
Number 5, for closing the blade, it doesn't have to be closed like this. It can be halfway open. It's not wrong. Make sure your hands are in front of your client. Don't be coming around with your blade and trying to go bypass your client over his face and all that. But make sure that's why it's very important that you be safe at all times. Keep that blade right in the front like it's a pivot. Open, hand on the chest, thumb on the neck, stretching it. That's number 5. Close the blade like a pivot. Wipe. Number 6 is the backhand. Same thing. Now you're so opposites. Now it's your thumb and your finger stretching up. Working number 6. Right. Number 7. There we go. And now I'll take my shaving cream I have on his chin and start wiping in areas that look dry.
Niggas, wake up.
Ain't dry
I was just
anymore.
about to get him.
Give me a second. It's like, let me watch what you're left.
Once I've done that and took the rest of the shaving cream off, come over, sanitize my hand again with my blade. Opening it up, moving on to number 7, where it's a backhand.
Saji, why'd you sanitize your hands again?
Just gonna touch his face and all that, so I would just sanitize, this was me.
Before you go to the other side?
Yeah. or sit it inside the drawer to do all that. Or
Do
you-
what?
Huh?
What?
I would put the blade down, take my shaving cream, wipe it
Oh,
around the
okay.
face, go wash my hands, sanitize my hand, grab my blade again from out the drawer.
That's actually what I was gonna ask you. too, so-
That's what happened when you
If you want to. Good luck.
You need to shut up.
No.
You need to stop.
Number 7, hold on, let's move on, please. Number 7, if you choose now that after you finish one side, you feel it's pulling, yeah, you can change the blade, it's not wrong. Number 7, backhand, right off the chin. Number 8, the first one's gonna go right to the lip. Again, on number 8, the next one's gonna come right off the chin. So by the time you finish all these, strokes, you're gonna have like a little skunk strip right on the chin. Number 9, same thing as number 4, get your thumb there, stretch that skin where you see all the hairs above the jawline. Closing the blade, whoops, wrong way, closing the blade. Put my hand on his chest, just in case if he coughs, sneezes, or whatever the situation could be. Stretching that skin. Working number 10 now. Closing the blade. Number 11 is a free hand. Taking your thumb and your middle finger, pushing down on the jawline, and then pulling up, and it'll tighten it all for you. And hoping that your client by now, I'm on number 11, will help you lift his chin up a little bit more, so you can get underneath there with the heel first, if you want to. Doesn't matter if it's point or heel first, it don't make a difference. I'd rather get my hard part out of the way than the easy one.
13's 2 strokes, right?
13 still, middle of the heel, riding the, pretty much the jawline, or the chin, you say. Still on number 11, then you're gonna there's about 3 strokes in the number 11, then you're gonna use your point right above the chin. Number 12 is underneath the chin. Stretching that skin best as possible. Wiping. 13, close the blade, hand on the chest again. Now when you're here, don't be afraid to stretch it to the sides. Don't try to come up straight up the middle around the apple, Adam's apple, and end up cutting him. So try to stretch that skin to the side. Stretch the skin to the side.
You ever seen that happen? Somebody cut an Adam out?
Oh yeah.
Probably.
Close the blade.
They sent him to the hospital?
I better figure out how to,
You know what? They definitely
figure
do.
out how to stop that
They
blood.
would definitely just leave it.
Hold up, moving to 14. Excuse me. All answers are good answers, you never know, because it does happen. We're closing the blade again. You cannot do 13 and 14 in the same spot. You have to move to the front, wipe your blade, and then come back again and do 14.
Excuse me, Santi.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir. Close the blade.
I had a client the other day, and I think there's a difference, like, and you guys will know, like, if you're doing a shave and you straight cut somebody, I mean, you could tell, but sometimes, like, someone will have, like, I get, like, irritation. So if someone comes in, they're already irritated, and you shave it, and then, you know, sometimes you don't cut them, but it gets so irritated that sometimes there's, like, spotting of blood.
Spot like little nits.
Yeah.
You have to stop for everything.
Same thing.
Everything.
Okay.
Have to stop. And stop that nick.
And treat it as if you cut them.
Exactly.
Okay.
Once I finish my 14 stroke shave, the first thing to go is the lathering paper, right to the trash. Take your blade out, put it in the used container, so you can bring a baby jar, whatever you want, big Gatorade ball, whatever the situation can be. But you need something to put the blade, but make sure you put used razor blade on the bottle or the baby jar, whatever it is you bring. So I'll put the blade in, sanitize my razor, or put it in the barber side. But if I sanitize it, put it back in the drawer. Come get another hot towel. always make sure that you wring that towel out really good, you know what? You cannot have water dripping all over the tile floors there, either place you go to or whatever location you go to. You want your hands under that towel, making sure that it's not dripping, because if it's so, you're gonna get stopped and go back and clean it all up.
If we don't get them, will we do the neck procedure before we do the hot towel?
You got me.
Got
Thank you.
him.
Hey.
So, after shaving 14 strokes. Hey,
Go,
that's one.
Jojo.
That's one.
It's your birthday. Go, Jojo.
You'll grab your glove. You'll grab your glove.
Grab a glove.
You can use a, what is it, a Q-tip or cotton, but make sure you put your gloves on first. Make sure you put your powder on the, either the cotton, excuse me. Put, use the Q-tip, you can put the powder on the Q-tip or put it on the cotton, but make sure you pick a number, whatever number you want to pick. I'll choose number 8, make sure I sit there for a couple, I mean, if he didn't get cut, I'm just expecting you for a couple seconds. If he's cut, leave it there for at least a minute, because the powder absorbs it faster than the liquid does. So that's why I recommend the powder more than the liquid. Is it wrong using liquid? No. It's just gonna take a little bit longer. That's all it's gonna do. Once I've done that, with my first right hand, I'll take the cotton or the Q-tip in my right hand, roll it around both of them, take the glove, put it in my other hand, roll that two in together. The first one's gonna go in a little, whatever you wanna put in a sandwich bag or a Ziploc bag, and you're gonna take that bag and put it in another bag that's gonna be written, you can write it yourself, the biohazard on it. You need to see the biohazard that's on that. Then you're gonna take that, and then you're gonna put it in your trash barrel. In Malden, you're allowed to leave your trash there. In Framingham or any other test center, you have to bring it back with you. Now, once I completed that, then I'll go get a hot towel.
Boom.
Now, do I get docked? Because, you guys caught it, but if I would've caught it and never put that towel on his face, you think I would've been docked for it?
No, because you didn't put the towel on?
But you're just probably saying that because
What it is.
Some people,
God.
So it's
I
like
just saw some people, some students, they get nervous, they think they got docked, so they'll just try to keep going forward. But you don't really, it's just like taking the cape off. You don't take that cape off and you realize you made a mistake, you're allowed to go back to it, correct it, and then move on. But once that cape comes off and gets put back on, you cannot return to anything.
So if we just touched it and then just like sanitize our hands and then continued on, would be good.
You'd be good, girl.
Be good with it.
good.
What it is.
Don't say it, Pop.
So how many hot towels do you need altogether?
8 towels.
Like,
I think it's
a
3.
cold towel, right?
Now, one of them's gonna be a coat towel, but right now, that'll be later on, because right now, I'm showing a master's for Mr. Andrews, so he knows what's going on.
You go, Mr. Andrews.
Do a side.
Now, this is a hot towel after I finish the whole styptic and the biohazard.
Man, he's a master. To me.
Now, grab my facial massage. Ladies and gentlemen, please, you don't need too much. So once you get your finger put in there, you cannot double dip, so understand that. Even with a stick, you cannot double dip.
Don't you put the cleanser on first?
No, this is we're doing the masters. You don't need to use the cleanser or the master.
Because the face is already cleansed.
Now, when you're applying, you can apply a little on the forehead, or you can put it both in your hand. You can take it, put it in your hand, and rub it all over. But why do all that? I want to make sure I'm only putting enough on there. I don't want to put too much, and then I'm sitting there massaging something forever.
Because your face is just full of rage.
So I can take the leftover. Is it wrong if I'm doing this? No, it's not wrong as long as I don't put my finger or taking something back out and put it on his face.
I'm just gonna go rest my
Yes, sir.
He gonna
I'm
let
gonna
us.
wash my hands.
He gonna wash you.
I'm gonna sanitize my hand right after that. I'm gonna stop massaging. Now, how long do you massage for? You need to sit here and massage this until it evaporates. And that's,
So
I
like
don't
the
know what the
oil.
evaluator is, and if it's the Super Bowl, he might tell you hurry it up.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I'm not promising you on that one.
Oh, yeah.
Make sure you get that nose underneath the chin.
Go right in that nose.
Gotta make sure one thing, everything's gotta be in rotating motion. Now, what we do here, yes, you need to learn it, the tapping, the knuckles, all that you need to learn here. Skateboard, it's not like that when you go for the masters, it's all you gotta do. That's it.
Oh,
Wow.
wow.
Now, if you end up using a female that has hair and you shave her, you need to cover her hair. Take a cover and cover her hair. Hey, there's females out there like that, so
Hey, it happens.
it
Have
happens.
you seen that song?
Yeah.
Have
Seen
you
it
seen
here.
somebody shave a girl?
Here, no, yeah, here.
I can name one person right now, but
So now, this is about, when I mean visible, that's what you wanna look at. If you're looking right now, this is what they wanna see. There's no, you don't see too much of an almond, bright almond. Come over. Another hot towel. Hot towel.
we get doctors who said hot towel during skateboard.
No, I think you're supposed to say, no, you can't say it, right?
Or if we were just like doing a hot towel, like hot towel, we get doctors.
That's it. You cannot communicate at all.
Not easy, so.
No talking. A hot towel on there.
No talk.
No tip.
Press down.
Zip.
Let that hot water do its job. After 30 seconds to a minute, I'm taking it off, circular motions, ladies and gentlemen. Using the same towel, just folding it in half, trying to get all that massage cream off of him, best as possible. Next towel is a cool towel. But this hot water's been cold the whole time, so might as well just keep using
You
it.
must be cold.
But you need to use a cool towel. Tucking under the lip. Covering the face. Same thing, like always, from the beginning to now, 30 seconds to a minute. Once that's completed, circular motions. Grab my aftershave.
Get it. You feeling the bound, Mr. Krabs?
Grab a towel. Nice clean towel, because I had shaving cream on that earlier. Start fanning him.
How long
This is
should we?
wrong, ladies and gentlemen, that's wrong. So make sure you don't go there trying to get cocky.
I heard you
How
have to be
long should we
behind him.
fan
Do you have to be
them for?
behind him?
You don't have to, you can be in front of him, just doing this for about a couple seconds, allow it to cool down.
Do a little dance.
Then with the two fingers, I'll wrap it around my first two fingers and then around my whole hand.
Someone told me you don't need to do that, it's the way Rob Roy does it, like they said that the other schools.
Look
don't.
professional, stop worrying about what other people think,
Yeah.
please and thank you.
Right.
Kill him. Kill him.
Take your powder,
You
put
represent
it on the
Rob
powder,
White.
shake it off,
Shake it.
then rub it first. Don't start slapping it on. Rub it on there, all over, wherever you did your shave. Get it on that mouth, that forehead. Once you complete that, take it apart. Same thing. First two fingers. Going the other way now. You'll
Just
get it
keep it
before
from
you
out.
leave.
Yeah.
Keep practicing.
The way my fingers just set up.
The way
Now
my
you
hand-
start brushing it off.
Just the hard manly hands.
Put that in the dirty towel as well. Gently raise your plane up. Grab your bottom, Mr. Hair. All you gotta do is perform a mini scalp manipulation, so you don't have to sit there for 3 or 4 minutes. All you gotta do is for about 30 seconds, that's all you gotta show.
When you do the one for the staple, does it have to be 1 to 2 minutes? Because that's a normal.
The first one,
Alright.
with the haircut. Stop where you start. Now, is it wrong if I came to the side and was massaging him too? No, it's not wrong. It's still a massage.
Yeah, get both sides.
Massage that.
Nope.
Head.
Get your comb. Comb his head to desire.
See water on the floor.
Who brought it?
I'll bring my seat down. Lock it, and all I gotta do is stand right here, and the guy will tell you, clean your mirror down to your station, down to your base. Make sure it's completely, because any spots, we
They
will
will
stop
tell
you and make you clean it
You don't have
all
to,
over again.
take everything off.
Nope, that's it. And once he tells me all that cleaning stuff, then I'll take everything off, start cleaning my whole area up and then make sure that it's spotless. That's one of the things I do not check off until the end. So you better not be on 14, because that will be your 15. Yes.
Do you clean it before you start too?
No, when you go in there, everything's already sanitized, because there's already been, if you go to the 1231, there's already somebody already been there testing before you, and then prior to them is us that clean up before
So
they
then
come.
after you clean up, then you undrape him.
And then you will walk out, I'll say good luck on your written, but you don't look smart enough, I'll say too, no, I would not say that.
But if you're the first one in,
Do me like that.
Hold on, please listen up, we need every,
I don't know if I'm right, but I think it says on the procedure sheet, I believe it says to re-drape with that open towel in the back.
I don't have that on that no more.
So we gotta change it on the procedure sheet.
Yeah. Oh, you're talking about ours, yeah. At the test center, no, you don't have to do all that. Cause that's nothing, there's nothing to check off for that, to even allow it. Yeah, I see what you're saying, yeah, here it does say that.
so if you're the
Any
first
other
one
question?
in, if you're the first one in there, do you have to sanitize like in the morning or?
In the morning, we already have it sanitized prior to the other testers that are there. It's always circling itself, so there's always somebody cleaning it. And then when you walk in, you're just setting up and then you're cleaning at the end. If you choose to sanitize, cool, but why do that if it's
You're
already?
wasting time.
Go to the 8, just go to the 8 AM, that's all I gotta say.
Any other questions, ladies and gentlemen? Because you need to know, especially like graduates, you need to know before you get out this door, because I don't want you calling me later on talking all the stuff that you never asked here. Yes, sir. Excuse me.
Can you cross-check it after you go through that?
Once you completed your whole haircut procedure, yeah, you can put your shears and comb in.
Yeah, that's what I mean, just like the top, like
Yes.
after